let's talk about the data mining that comes with Common Core. Many people will tell you that, oh, that's far-fetched, it isn't going to happen. I assure you that I am daily hearing reports about things that are actually happening. I've spoken with a mother whose child was actually dragged back into the classroom. I have heard from a mother whose child had a wrist strap attached to the wrist and was injured with that. We, of course, are all hearing about the iris screening that is going on so that the kids don't have to carry student IDs. Let's talk about how data mining truly is part of Common Core, because if you just look at the standards, and many people will tell you, well, it's not in the standards, but let's examine closely who is developing effective sensors, who is developing the test and the requirements, and who set up the databases. Let's start with the databases first. The databases that are being set up, we do in our DVD show a huge database that is in Utah. Those are, a database is required as part of the race, actually the race to the top. The executive summary establishes the requirements for each state to have a database. And there would be no reason for it if they didn't intend to gather a great deal of information. There are over 400 points from a document in the Department of Education, points that they want to collect information about your children. They're silly things, and they intrude on family privacy. And I know this because a mother from the state of New York actually managed to see the tests that her little 8-year-old was going to take, including, did your parents vote? Are they divorced? Which parent would you like to live with? These are some of the things that are incorporated in this. And so the desire to have all of this data is insatiable. I can think of no other adjective for it. Now, the means to gather this, I truly believe, will extend beyond the test, because the parents at this point can opt out of the test. The teachers can gather it. There are many ways I'm sure they will devise, but understand clearly that the federal government wants this information, and once it is in the databases, the information is open. FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, was altered in 2012, giving the schools permission to use any of their data for sources that they believe would help the child's education, usurping the parent's right. The school can directly provide this without the parent even knowing that this is happening. So many of these implements that and intentions to gather data will never be known by the parents. So I hope that as you continue to do research on Common Core, you will understand this is not far-fetched, and that this is instituted by the federal government and is part of Common Core.